ask Grandma, as my web blog is called, Krutaja Babulka.ca, in a Russian way. But I am a regular Russian woman by name Valentina Felina Pattison, living on Canadian soil in the city of Calgary since 1998. This double last name, Felina Pattison, combines my maiden name, Felina, and married name, Pattison, which I acquired 13 years ago and later became a widow on the death of John Pattison.
I have in front of me the copy of your book, the beautiful book, To the Horizon and Beyond, which was published by Trafford and Company in 2003. And on the last page, number 278, where you have described your life, finishing with the words, "Our happiness did last only for 1 year and 3 months." Is that true, Valentina?
Oh, yes. He passed away of cancer. And do you remember how we met each other in 1999? And I gave you my manuscript when you were asking me about my life. I told you, read my book, and you will know everything what I wrote, what I lived through.
That's how I got to know her, by reading her book, and through that I understand her life. And it was when we met in the Russian Greek Orthodox Church, and it was on the feast of Our Lady of the Protected Veil. And it blessed us from that meeting, and our lifelong chemistry and relationship has been going wonderfully now.
Between the time after John's death and meeting James Yanko Holly, who is next to me, was another half and a half year, and my time of mourning, writing a poetry book, children's books in English and Russian, and with dedication to my only and favorite grandson, Gleb.
And it was Gleb who prompted her, when she put together her website, to come up with the name Krutaja Babulka. It was a very catchy name, and it has since then been, everybody knows about it. And when they talk about it, we know it's her, it's Valentina.
Oh, certainly. It was only much later. He was born without me in Russia, and later I met him when he was already 7. And when he grew up and became a smart young man, and my granny's tales was because I was missing him very much and put it in writing, these fairy tales. And when he came first to Canada, I remember he was 9. What happened? He said, "I am not little anymore, Grandma. Can you change this name, title of the book, Granny's Tale for Little Glebochka? I am not little." And myself was puzzled what to do. Poor little grandson wants me to change, but do you like these tales? Yes, I do. They are not bad. But the title, I'm not little anymore. I thought and thought, and then I said, Gleb, I can change the name because it is already published. But for new books, for new titles, yes, we can change something, but it will be straight ahead in the days to come.
At the present time, Valentina, what are you occupied with besides your website? What other things do you do within the community?
I'm interpreting and translating from Russian, Ukrainian, English languages and vice versa, and doing many services in oral form and in written form for documentation. But because my profession it was my vocation, it was my favorite business, that's why it helped and helps me till now get through all difficulties in my life.
And everybody has these difficulties. Who is without them? Life is full of these difficulties.
You are right. All is relevant in this world. And if you don't compare the social systems and conditions accompanying them, the human nature mainly remains the same everywhere, and difficulties and hardships and such are relevant. It depends on how you define them. What is considered difficult in Canada, for instance, cannot be difficult in Europe or in Russia in particular. And opposite, what is difficult in Russia, it cannot be difficult here in Canada. To understand better the social issues, one needs to live through them and overcome. Some even cannot overcome them, ever, and die under the burden of those circumstances peacefully and happily. And that is what it counts. As it was mentioned in my last post about Leo Tolstoy in Reading and Discussion Club at KrutajaBabulka.ca, when I replied to Evgeny, his title was, What Happened in Russia? Why is everyone kept silent about 100th anniversary of Leo Tolstoy's death, when everywhere in the world it is marked as a very notable and talented Russian genius, Leo Tolstoy? Why it is kept silent in Russia? And as it is written, I stick to the truth and reality, and most of all in the world, I like the truth, and I will hold on it forever.